China's President Xi Jinping has met virtually with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin. They've pledged to set an example for a new type of international cooperation. Both have agreed to extend the Sino-Russian Treaty of Friendship on its 20th anniversary. It's the second video meeting between the two leaders in just 6 months. And for more on this, Lo Minmin joins us from Beijing. Minmin, how are China and Russia planning to cooperate?
Well, based on the lines that we're seeing from Chinese state media, there is very little detail on what Xi and Putin discussed in their meeting, aside from the fact that they are extending their treaty of cooperation. So I would say that this meeting is largely symbolic in nature because the timing is significant. It comes just 3 days before China celebrates the 100th anniversary of the Communist Party. It's also the second such high-level interaction between the two countries. Just in May, the two leaders met virtually and witnessed a groundbreaking ceremony of a bilateral nuclear energy project. Now, this also comes just 2 weeks after the Biden-Putin summit, during which the U.S. was seen to be lobbying Russia to counter China. Of course, there was no significant breakthrough from that summit, and the two countries left with largely confrontational relations. So this meeting, I would say, is really China's message that it's conveying to the world that China-Russia relations is an unwavering strategic partnership that would not be shaken by U.S. intervention. In terms of collaboration, China and Russia has recently collaborated in areas of lunar and deep space exploration as well as nuclear energy. They have also held joint military exercises of increasing complexity and increasing frequency as well. So we're likely to see collaborations in these areas continuing, especially in the high-tech sector.
And Minmin, both countries have tense relations with the United States, which will be watching this deepening partnership closely, we presume.
Yes, definitely. The U.S. will be watching this closely, especially as they orient a foreign policy to counter a rising China. Traditionally, China-U.S. relations has been seen as one of tactical alliance and a marriage of temporary convenience. But recently, though, it's seen to be transforming into something that's more sustained and strategic. And as China and Russia draw closer militarily, technologically, economically, and diplomatically, their combined might in East Asia and Central Asia is going to pose a huge challenge to U.S. hegemony. So at the same time, some experts I've spoken to have said that we shouldn't be overhyping the China-Russian relations, especially because it's a rather imbalanced one. For instance, China is Russia's top trading partner, but Russia barely makes it into Beijing's top 10. So there is also growing likelihood that Russia is increasingly feeling like the junior partner in this relationship. Nevertheless, the two countries have been drawing closer and closer since the start of this year. That's something that's undeniable. In fact, some experts call it one of their warmest ties in history, just as U.S.-Russian relations dropped to a historic low in the post-Cold War era. So we can be sure that U.S. will be watching the developments of the growing China-Russian relations very closely.
Okay, May, thanks for getting us up to speed. Lo Minmin speaking to us from Beijing.